नमस्ते। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am Dr. Lily Trivedi from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences, and the subject which I am going to take today is botany for BSc B.Ed 4 SAM ZBC. The paper is Anatomy, Ecology and Evolution, and the session is Theories of Meristem. For your benefit, I would also be screen sharing with a PPT for your help. Now, what are meristems? Meristems are those cells which have the ability to divide. After division, they form permanent tissues. In previous lectures, we have gone through what is meristem, but we will recapitulate a bit in this session also. So I'm going to show you a PPT with the help of which I will be explaining some of the Now, as we have already discussed, the term meristem was coined by C. Nageli in 1858. Now, the meristematic cells, what is their shape? They are isodiametric and may be oval, spherical, or polygonal. Now, the main feature is that they have dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. Since the vacuoles in them are very small and absent, the cell is very thin, elastic, and is made up of cellulose. They are the most actively dividing cells, and the meristematic cells are self-perpetuating and they are self-sufficient. Now, the meristematic cells have been classified into various types according to their position, function, origin, and division. Now we have, according to the position, they are divided into apical meristem, responsible for the growth in the length because it is present in the root apex and shoot apex. It is called primary growth. The intercalary meristem, it occurs in between the mature tissues and is responsible for elongation of internodes like we have in the grasses. Sugarcane is the best example. The lateral meristem, it is responsible for the thickening of the stem and root because it is responsible for the secondary tissues like the vascular cambium and the core cambium. Now, the primary meristem is derived from the embryonic stage and differentiated according to permanent tissues on the basis of origin. So, after position on the origin, we have primary meristem and secondary meristem. Secondary meristem is in the later stages of plant body and it produces cork and core cambium. On the basis of function, there is protoderm, procambium, and ground meristem. Protoderm gives rise to the outer layer, epidermis, stomata, and hair, and procambium gives rise to the vascular tissue, primary vascular tissue. Example, xylem and phloem. And the ground tissue gives rise to all other tissues except this. Like it has given rise to the pit and the collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. According to the plane of division, there is mass meristem, which means it divides in all planes. The rib meristem, it divides anticlinal in one plane, and the plate meristem, it divides in two planes. So you have the young endosperm according to mass meristem, and the cortex and pit is developed on the file meristem or rib meristem, and plate meristem development is for the development of epidermis. Now we have discussed the main theories of meristem organization and function. Basically, there are three theories: apical cell theory, histogen theory, and shoot corpus theory. So in apical theory, there is an apical cell responsible. In histogen theory, there are three layers responsible. And in tunica corpus theory, there is tunica and corpus. Now we'll discuss in a little detail. Apical cell theory was proposed by Hofmeister in 1852 and was supported in Nageli in 1859. As already said, there is a single cell responsible for the structural and functional. So it governs the development of the whole plant body, and this is type of meristem is found in the algae, bryophytes, and some of the pteridophytes. In the histogen theory proposed by Hans Steen and supported by Strasburger, says that there are three layers: dermatogen, peribulum, and pleurome. Dermatogen is the outermost layer and gives rise to epidermis. Peribulum is the middle layer, gives rise to cortex, and pleurome is the innermost layer, which gives rise to stele. The tunica corpus theory was proposed by A. Schmidt in 1924. It says there are two zones, the tunica and corpus. The outer or peripheral zone and forms the epidermis, and corpus is the inner and zone of shoot apex and it forms the cortex and stele of the shoot. Now we come to the root apical meristem. Here again we are discussing three stories. Root apex is just opposite to the shoot apex. But the difference is that there is a root cap present here and the apical meristem is present just below the root cap. So here we are going to discuss three theories: histogen theory, Corper Capper, and quiescent center. Histogen theory is very similar to what we have studied, and it shows the pleurome, peribulum, and dermatogen. Now, there is the apical cell theory is also present in for roots, but the difference is that it is tetrahedral shape. The cell shape is tetrahedral and it produces root cap from outside one side and epidermis, cortex, and vascular tissue from the other three remaining sides of the cell. And this type of apical cell theory is for roots is found in vascular cryptogams. The histogen theory is proposed by Hans Steen and supported by Strasberg. Now, outermost four histogens are present in root meristem. Now, you can see the difference over here. One layer is present for the root cap. Now, dermatogen is for the outermost layer, gives rise to root epidermis. Peribulum is the middle layer, gives rise to cortex. Pleurome is the innermost layer, it gives rise to stele. And calyptrogen gives rise to the root cap. The second theory is the Corper Capper theory. Now there are two zones. It was proposed by Schwipp and it says there are two zones, the Corper and Cappe. The Corper forms the body and Cappe forms the shoot. Now this is like tunica corpus theory of shoot apex. Now how do you differentiate? It differentiates on the type of T, or also called as Y division. The body forming or the corpus zone is characterized by inverted T divisions, and the cappe or the root cap is characterized by the straight T division. The last theory is quiescent center concept. It was proposed by Claus in 1961 and explains the root apical meristem activity. Now, there is a center between the root cap and differentiating cells, and this center is a region of inactive region of cells in root, promeristem, and it is called quiescenter. Quiescenter means a region where there is no activity. But what is the role of this? It is the site of hormone synthesis and ultimately the ultimate source of meristematic cells of meristem is the quiescenter. So I hope you have found this lecture interesting, and reference was taken from the braincart.com article, meristems. And now I will conclude my lecture. I hope you found my lecture interesting, and if you have any query, if you have any query, I will sort it out. And if you, I hope you're satisfied with my digital session, and your queries, please mention in the comment box. I'll resolve it. Now, this session was powered by the digital version 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. So I thank you all for giving your kind attention. Namaskar.